furthest borders, life is defined by more than just geography. In these remote terrains, communities are built on shared traditions and a quiet, enduring resilience. Here, strength isn't always about defense. Sometimes it's about development. Through the Usha Silai Schools, communities in bordering areas are engaged in skill development, capturing the diverse beauty of India at far-reaching terrains of the nation. This episode explores Usha's presence in India's most strategic regions. From the high altitudes of Ladakh to the Indo-Bhutan frontier in Assam, these schools provide more than just vocational training. They offer a sense of belonging. In places where access is limited and opportunities are few, learning a craft becomes a foundation for a more secure future. In the high-altitude silence of Ladakh, where the land is as unforgiving as it is breathtaking, life demands resilience. Here in villages tucked between mountain ranges and military outposts, women are turning craft into livelihood and skill into self-reliance. Through the Usha Silai School program, skills like sewing and stitching are emerging as powerful tools of transformation. In regions where few initiatives ever reach, this program brings dignity, livelihood and hope. With Usha Silai School joining hands with like-minded organizations, the impact is traveling even farther, empowering women to shape stronger, self-reliant communities. This journey began in 2018 when Samaram Foundation set out to drive sustainable development across India's most underserved regions. Based in Delhi, it unites volunteers, motorcycle riders and professionals with one purpose: reaching communities that progress has long overlooked. From remote mountains to the toughest terrains, Samaram works in education, health, livelihood, women empowerment and rural development, creating meaningful change where few initiatives can reach. Now in collaboration with Usha International Limited and with the support of NHPC, the largest organization of hydropower development in India, they are carrying this mission to the northernmost edges of the country. Nestled between the Karakoram range and the Himalayas, Turtuk sits near the line of control with Pakistan, making it India's northernmost inhabited outpost before the border. Part of the Nubra Valley, the region is as stunning as it is harsh. With limited resources, restricted access and few livelihood options, life here is challenging. Yet, even in these conditions, signs of hope are emerging. It is in this remote corner of the country that 30 women are starting a new chapter in their lives. Through intensive sewing and stitching program, they are learning skills that will help them earn, grow and lead. For many, it's the first time they've held a sewing machine. For all, it's the first step towards independence.
यहाँ पर जो लेडीज़ हैं, the women here are tribal and वो बहुत मेहनती है, but resources और उनके पास ट्रेनिंग ना होने के कारण उनकी लाइफ उस लेवल तक नहीं आ पाई, तो सोशल इकोनॉमिक में काफ़ी नीचे हैं वो. हमने यहाँ पे उषा इंटरनेशनल लिमिटेड के साथ 30 जो वुमेन्स हैं यहाँ पे, ट्राइबल वुमेन्स, उन लोगों को हमने ट्रेनिंग दी है, सो दैट कि वो फ्रॉक, डिज़ाइनर वेयर, लैपटॉप बैग्स, पिलो कवर ये सब बना के एक रेगुलर उनकी इनकम जनरेट हो सके.
Together, Usha International, NHPC and the Samaram Foundation are establishing mini training cum production centers, dynamic mini hubs of economic activity where women don't just learn skills but continue to work, earn and inspire long after the training ends. The women of Turtuk, once unfamiliar with the idea of vocational training, are now embracing a new identity, one they have stitched together with their own hands, with skill, confidence and pride. Their voices echo the impact of this collaboration. They speak of a journey that has not only taught them tailoring, but shown them what's possible when support meets potential.
जब से हम ये इन तीनों मतलब कंपनी से हम एनजीओ से मिले हुए, उषा कंपनी और उषा एनजीओ और समाहरण एंड एनएचपी से हम मिले हुए, तब से हमें इतना खुश हो रहा है कि इतना आगे किया। मैंने तो सपने भी नहीं देखा था, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं थे, यहाँ पे कोई ट्रेनिंग भी नहीं हुई थी, इसलिए तो कुछ भी नहीं थे। जब से यहाँ पे ये उषा की मतलब हमें वो मिला है, मशीनें मिले हैं, तब से यहाँ पे उसी कंपनी, तीनों कंपनी की वजह से हमें ट्रेनर भी यहाँ पे लाया हुआ है, 2 ट्रेनर लाया है। उनने हमें 3 दिन में हमने इतना सिखाया कि सूट भी बनाना सिखाया, हमने पिलो कवर भी बनाना सीखा। इंशाल्लाह इससे आगे भी हम आगे बढ़ने के लिए हम इतनी मेहनत कर रहे हैं। यहाँ की लड़कियाँ मतलब बहुत मेहनत कर रहे हैं मैम।
In Usha Silai School program, we train rural women through sewing and stitching and support them for starting their social enterprise. But here in this case, it's not only limited to the rural terrain. We are actually extending benefit, extending this program to the remotest corner of the country, especially bordering terrain. Most remote part of the India-China border, be it other part of the country, everywhere we go and train women on sewing and stitching because the possibilities and avenues are very limited to those areas. Usha as an organization is very much committed to reach to those locations and support women so that they may start earning through sewing and stitching.
While the women of Turtuk are forging their own identities, so too are women in another village in Kargil. Though separated by distance and terrain, these communities share a common thread, the desire to rise. And here the Indian Army plays a pivotal role. At Kumbathang in Kargil, amidst rugged terrain and unforgiving weather, the Indian Army envisioned something transformative. A dedicated space where women could learn, grow and shape their own futures with dignity and confidence. A place not defined by borders or limitations, but by opportunities. That vision took concrete form in 2002 with the inauguration of the Women Empowerment Center WEC. More than just a training facility, WEC was designed as a platform for self-reliance, creativity and long-term empowerment.
The women here, especially in the area of Ladakh, they are not very well connected. They have the resilience, they have the enthusiasm, they have the willingness to learn. But up till now, what was happening, they were not getting a platform to perform. So, WEC Women Empowerment Centers were established keeping in mind to provide them a platform with wherein they can share whatever little expertise they have in their areas with us and we can train them further.
With Usha International as a committed partner, WEC evolved into a vibrant hub of learning and opportunity. Women entered the center with curiosity and hope and emerged with skills that enabled them to take meaningful steps towards self-reliance. At the heart of the initiative was the Silai School, where stitching became a powerful medium of empowerment. A group of 15 women successfully completed an intensive 25-day tailoring training program. Inside the training room, sewing machines worked steadily as instructors guided every step with patience and care. Each stitch added more than fabric. It built confidence, precision and pride. The program went beyond tailoring, nurturing creativity, discipline and leadership. What took shape here was not merely skill development, it was nation building at the grassroots.
We started with a knitting and a stitching center. The women here are only learning what they require. We were thinking that we have to give them a platform wherein they get professionally trained and they earn also something out of it. When we thought about it, then we could only think of Usha. What better way and what better platform can we provide them by, calling a professional to our campus so that we can train these young girls.
The impact of stitching extended far beyond the classroom. Armed with practical tailoring skills, these women were empowered to earn from their homes, contribute to household incomes and support their families with confidence and dignity. Through tailoring, many women rediscovered their sense of purpose and independence while also preserving traditional craftsmanship rooted in the region. Equally significant was the sense of community that developed within the center. Women from nearby villages trained together, shared experiences and supported one another's growth. What began as a training program soon became a space of trust, encouragement, and collective strength, where confidence replaced hesitation and learning became empowerment. The success of the Silai School initiatives in Turtuk and Kargil demonstrated the effectiveness of this model. The visible improvement in skills, confidence, and livelihoods encouraged plans for further expansion. It laid the foundation for establishing additional Silai schools and women empowerment centers across other remote and border areas, reaching women who had long remained beyond the reach of formal skill development programs. The vision behind WEC was clearly realized: empowerment through skill, dignity through livelihood, strength through community. By placing a sewing machine in capable hands, the initiative stitched together stronger families, resilient communities, and a more self-reliant region.
I am very, very thankful to Usha Limited that they could agree, and they agreed to have a venture here. And now the vision is that हमारी महिलाएं अच्छे से train हो जाएंगी, and as I see, ये शायद professional भी बन पाएंगी.
As the sun set over the mountains of Ladakh, the sewing machines fell silent, but the impact continues to resonate in the lives it transformed. After the break, our next chapter unfolds in Subankhata, a serene stretch along the Indo-Bhutan border where the work of the Silai School blends into the quiet, steady rhythm of life in the bamboo groups. Dhakinkuchi village near Subankhata in Assam's Baksa district lies directly adjacent to the international border between India and Bhutan. As a distance of merely 5 to 10 kilometers from international border checkposts, Baksa is a borderland where geography is remote and markets limited, but the cultures on either side of the border remain deeply connected. Each year, this shared spirit finds expression at the Indo-Bhutan Friendship Fair in Subankhata. This year, the region hosted the 14th Indo-Bhutan Friendship Fair from 16th January to 24th January, bringing together communities for India and Bhutan through festivals, trade, tradition, and trust. Here, borders are political lines meant only for map. Fabric, food, custom, and respect cross boundaries with ease. Yet beneath this harmony, women's economic opportunities remain narrow. Most are confined to household responsibilities, agriculture, or irregular wage labor. Skill-based livelihoods are rare. Economic dependence is common. The need then was to create sustainable, dignified livelihoods that can exist and grow within a sensitive yet cooperative border region and find visibility on platforms like the Indo-Bhutan Friendship Fair.
इंडो-भूटान फ्रेंडशिप मेला हमारा बहुत साल पहले से इधर सुबनखटा माघ मेला हो रहा था। भूटान है हमारा नेबर है, इसलिए उन लोगों से थोड़ा मिलजुल के रहने के लिए कोशिश कर रहा हूँ। हमारा इधर सुबनखटा में भूटान के लोग हफ्ते में 3-4 दिन रह के बिजनेस करता था, लेकिन उन लोगों को भूटान गवर्नमेंट ने इंडिया आने के लिए कुछ प्रोटोकॉल लगा दिया, इसलिए अभी उन लोग आ नहीं सकता है। ये मेला के जरिए उन लोगों को हम इधर लाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ। ऐसा होने से सब जनगोष्ठी एक साथ होके यूनिटी आने में बहुत साथ देता है।
To address this gap, GVM, partnered NGO of Usha Silai School program, established a training cum production center TCPC in Dhakinkuchi. Supported by funding from HDFC Foundation under the Holistic Rural Development Program HRDP, this training cum production center brings opportunity to the region. Under the Silai School model, a women-led collective is formed, with 12 women coming together as the Birgaoshri Fashion and Home Accessories Unit. This is a model of collective entrepreneurship, local production, shared ownership. Residential training equips the women with a variety of skills, from sewing and machine handling, cutting and fabrication, to design development, finishing and basic marketing skills. With Usha sewing machines powering their work, the TCPC soon transforms into a vibrant space of learning, confidence and creativity.
Naisar moi eneka কোনো ভাবা নাছিল স্যার যিখিনি ট্ৰেইনিং পাইছে ইয়াৰ পিছতে মানে এইখিনি সাৰাহাৰ লগত মানে এইখিনি ট্ৰেইনিংটো পাই পেলাই মানে দোকান দিয়াটো মানে হৈ গৈছে স্যাৰ আমি যিখিনি বেগ বনাইছো আমি বড়ৰ ট্ৰেডিশনেলৰ বনোৱা হৈছে মানে আলনাই দখনা ইয়াৰ বনোৱা হৈছে আৰু ইয়াৰ চাই ভাল ডিজাইন বনাব পাৰিম বলে মানে মনত ভাবি আছো আৰু এতিয়া
In a border village, stitching introduces rhythm, structure and purpose, quietly strengthening lives in a strategic region. Once hesitant learners, the women of Dakinkuchi become skilled producers. They begin creating fashion and home accessories, products designed not only for local use but also for platforms of cross-border exchange. Each product carries the story of the land, inspired by traditional Bodo Aranoi designs, patterns reflecting a shared culture, heritage across borders. What emerges is more than income. It is confidence, collective decision-making, community recognition. For the first time, women are seen not as helpers but as contributors and entrepreneurs. Among them is Sunita Baro from Dakinkuchi village. Her life once revolved around household work, cattle rearing and seasonal activities such as silkworm rearing, all work that brought irregular income and limited opportunity. Before joining the Birgaushri unit just last year, Sunita had never touched a sewing machine. Through structured training at the TCPC, Sunita learned step by step, overcoming hesitation, mastering sewing techniques and understanding quality and design. Today, she confidently produces bags and home utility items, blending traditional Bodo Dokona fabric with contemporary styles.
Missing to money, kiba boga missing to itu ami solaba pawan asil to zindigiot. Itu first time jibimor pora. ইয়াৰ কাৰণে ভয় লাগিছিল আৰু ন কাটাটো মই বেছি ভয় ভাব লাগা নাই মই কাটিং কৰি পাইছোয়ে তথাপি আৰু এই ডাঙৰ মিচিংটো নাই চলাব নাই পাৰা ইয়াৰ কাৰণে অলপ ভয় লাগিছিল আৰু ন তেনেকৈ আৰু এতিয়া একো বুলি নাভাবে আমি এজি বুলি ভাবো ভালে লাগিছে আৰু ডাঙৰ মিচিংটো কিনিং লাগি থাকে আৰু মনটো এটা অলপ ভাল নালাগে বেছি সৰু মিচিংটো চলাই ভাল নালাগে ডাঙৰ মিচিংটো বেছি কিবা ইউজ কৰি আৰু আমি
For Sunita, the intervention brought more than livelihood support. It became a pathway to confidence, collaboration and self-belief. And the defining milestone of her journey was the 14th Indo-Bhutan Friendship Fair, where Birgaushri Fashion and Home Accessories Unit showcased its products to audiences from both India and Bhutan, transforming local skills into visible cross-border economic engagement. Today, the Training Cum Production Center stands as a symbol of transformation. Women are skilled earners, decision makers, entrepreneurs. With plans to diversify designs, expand markets, and build on the momentum created through cross-border platforms like the Friendship Fair, the Birgaushri unit is poised for sustained growth. At India's borders, where stability matters and resilience counts, Usha Silai Schools demonstrate how empowerment quietly strengthens the nation, because this is not just the continuation of a program, it is the continuation of a promise that empowerment will travel to every corner, every outpost and every border of India, from Ladakh's cold deserts to Assam's forested borderlands, reaching every woman who dreams of rewriting her own story.